How to Find Your Inner Strength, written by Justin Tracy, published by Simple Audiobooks. Introduction. Life often feels like a series of obstacles, distractions, and the constant pressure to meet external expectations, which can leave us feeling uncertain, overwhelmed, and disconnected from our true selves. From the moment we wake up, we're faced with the noise of other people's opinions, societal demands, and a world that constantly tells us what we should be doing or how we should be living. These outside influences, whether from family, friends, colleagues, or social media, can often make us feel as if we're living for others, not ourselves. But the deeper truth, the one that so many of us avoid confronting, is that nobody truly cares about your struggles or your journey as much as you do. This realization, while initially harsh, is actually one of the most liberating truths you can come to understand. It means that the weight of your success, happiness, and personal fulfillment rests entirely on your shoulders. It's up to you, and only you, to take charge of your life and craft a path that aligns with your true desires and goals. This book is an exploration of that concept, the idea that you are your own greatest ally, and that your inner strength is the most reliable resource you have in navigating the complexities of life. The goal isn't to encourage you to disconnect from others or ignore the world around you, but rather to empower you to recognize that your sense of worth and power comes from within. When you stop seeking validation or approval from external sources, you begin to reclaim your autonomy and build the mental, emotional, and physical resilience needed to live your best life. In this way, the journey toward finding your inner strength is not about becoming someone you aren't. It's about shedding the layers of doubt, fear, and insecurity that have accumulated over time and getting back to who you truly are. The key to this process is recognizing that your struggles and challenges don't define you, they refine you. Life is full of ups and downs, but it's in how you respond to adversity that you discover your true potential. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, to develop more confidence in your abilities, and to learn how to navigate difficult situations with grace and determination. Overcoming obstacles isn't about avoiding pain or hardship, it's about learning how to embrace those moments as part of the process of self-discovery and personal growth. By accepting responsibility for your own happiness and success, you shift from being a passive observer of your life to an active participant who is driving their own destiny. This shift in mindset is a crucial element of finding your inner strength. When you realize that nobody else will care as deeply about your dreams, struggles, and aspirations as you do, you begin to prioritize your own needs, goals, and values. Instead of waiting for someone else to motivate you or fix your problems, you learn how to motivate yourself, solve your own issues, and build the life you want. You become the creator of your own destiny, not a passive player in someone else's game. It's about taking ownership of your life, every decision, every action, and every thought, and understanding that you have the power to shape your future. Finding your inner strength also means learning how to navigate the inevitable challenges that life throws your way. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, when you face setbacks, or when people around you don't support your vision. But the true measure of strength lies in how you respond in those moments. Instead of succumbing to doubt or fear, you begin to see these challenges as opportunities to prove your resilience. You realize that each setback is temporary, and that the ability to bounce back stronger is what truly defines success. Over time, you develop the skills to remain calm under pressure, to stay focused on your goals, and to keep moving forward even when things get tough. This book offers practical strategies for building that mental resilience, how to develop the habits, mindset, and emotional tools needed to thrive in the face of adversity. It will help you learn how to silence the negative self-talk that keeps you stuck, how to break free from the need for external approval, and how to build the discipline and focus required to make meaningful progress in your life. The truth is, no one can give you the strength you need to succeed in life. You must cultivate it yourself. But the good news is that this strength is already within you. It just requires you to believe in it, nurture it, and allow it to flourish. Ultimately, This book is about empowering you to trust in your own capabilities, to find your voice, and to live life on your own terms. It's about showing you that, no matter where you are right now, or how difficult things may seem, you have the power to change your circumstances and create the life you've always wanted. By focusing inward and finding the strength within, you become unstoppable. The journey won't always be easy, but with each step, you'll grow stronger, more confident, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. In the end, the journey to finding your inner strength is not about achieving perfection, but about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about learning to trust in your own resilience and ability to handle anything that comes your way. Once you tap into this inner power, you'll no longer be dependent on others' opinions or external factors for validation. You will be secure in your own worth and capable of living a life filled with purpose, passion, and authenticity. By embracing this truth, you will finally stop being a sucker to the pressures of the world and start living for yourself. Chapter 1. The truth about inner strength. Inner strength is often misunderstood as something that is either inherent or unavailable to most. Many people believe that some are simply born with it, that it's a rare quality possessed by a select few who seem to effortlessly navigate life's challenges. However, the truth is that inner strength is not something you're born with, but something you develop over time, through lived experiences and a deep, ongoing commitment to personal growth. It's the emotional, mental, and physical fortitude that enables you to keep moving forward when everything around you seems uncertain, chaotic, or impossible. Inner strength doesn't come from avoiding hardship or running away from discomfort. It comes from learning to face adversity head-on, to confront your fears, doubts, and obstacles, and to continue pushing forward, even when it feels like the world is conspiring against you. It's the quiet resilience that refuses to let a setback define your future or your self-worth. This strength isn't about perfection or always succeeding, but about the determination to keep trying, learning from failure, and using each experience to build a more solid foundation for the next challenge. It's forged through struggle, not smooth sailing, and is shaped by how you respond to life's toughest moments. One of the core aspects of inner strength is emotional resilience, the ability to remain calm, centered, and composed even in times of stress or hardship. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Rather, it's the capacity to feel what you need to feel, process those emotions, and still make decisions that align with your values and long-term goals. Emotional resilience allows you to not be overwhelmed by negative feelings, but instead gives you the power to navigate them effectively, learn from them, and use them to grow. Over time, as you face difficult situations and learn how to move through them with grace and determination, you strengthen your emotional core, making it more difficult for outside circumstances to knock you off course. This form of strength is about emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, control, and utilize your emotions in ways that support your well-being and help you make informed choices. Another critical element of inner strength is the ability to take full responsibility for your life. This means accepting that your happiness, success, and peace are primarily determined by the choices you make and the mindset you adopt. While external factors will inevitably impact your life, your response to those factors is always within your control. Inner strength comes from recognizing that you are not a passive victim of circumstances, but an active participant in your own life story. It means taking ownership of your thoughts, actions, and reactions, knowing that only by changing how you respond can you change your outcomes. This responsibility extends to how you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Building inner strength requires a commitment to self-care, to creating habits that foster well-being, and to setting boundaries that protect your peace. It also means not relying on others to fix your problems or validate your worth, but knowing that you have the power to shape your own narrative and future. Inner strength comes from a mindset shift where you stop waiting for things to change and start being the change you need in your life. One of the most profound aspects of inner strength is the ability to persevere through difficulty. Life is full of challenges, and it's easy to feel discouraged or defeated when things don't go as planned. The path to inner strength is paved with moments where you feel like giving up, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear. However, it's in these moments, when things feel at their worst, that inner strength is most often revealed. It's the courage to keep moving forward, despite the fear, pain, or uncertainty you're facing. This perseverance isn't about blind optimism or ignoring reality. It's about holding on to the belief that things can get better, that you can learn from every setback, and that each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Perseverance builds resilience by teaching you how to handle pressure, how to keep going even when you don't feel like it, and how to trust in your ability to weather storms and emerge on the other side wiser and more capable. Inner strength also involves the ability to maintain a sense of purpose, even when life seems uncertain. It's easy to become disillusioned or lose direction when things aren't going well, or when you're faced with repeated setbacks. However, those with inner strength are able to reconnect with their sense of purpose, whether it's their personal values, long-term goals, or the vision they have for their future. This purpose acts as an anchor, providing direction and clarity when everything else feels chaotic. It's the belief that, despite difficulties, there is something greater you're working toward, something worth pushing through adversity for. Having a strong sense of purpose provides motivation in the face of challenges and can help you stay focused on what matters most, even when distractions or doubts arise. Another crucial aspect of inner strength is self-belief. When you have confidence in yourself, you trust in your ability to overcome obstacles and handle whatever comes your way. Self-belief is the foundation for all other forms of strength, as it allows you to take risks, try new things, and keep pursuing your goals even when faced with uncertainty. It's about knowing that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but simply part of the learning process. Those with inner strength believe that they have the capacity to adapt, grow, and succeed, and they approach challenges with a mindset that sees obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. This belief in oneself doesn't mean that you are immune to doubt or fear. It means that, despite those feelings, you continue to take action and trust in your ability to figure things out along the way. Inner strength also requires a deep understanding of your own limits and the wisdom to know when to ask for help. It's not about doing everything on your own or pretending that you don't need support. It's about knowing when you can handle things yourself and when you need to lean on others. True inner strength comes from the ability to be vulnerable and to acknowledge when you don't have all the answers. It's the willingness to seek help or advice when needed, but also the discernment to ensure that the support you receive is aligned with your best interests. Being self-reliant doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means understanding that you have the capacity to seek out the resources and people who can support you on your journey. The ability to maintain inner peace amidst external chaos is another hallmark of inner strength. Life is unpredictable, and it's easy to be thrown off balance when things don't go as planned. Inner strength allows you to stay grounded even in the midst of uncertainty or turmoil. It's the ability to find calm in the storm, to trust that, no matter how things unfold, you have the tools to cope and adapt. Maintaining inner peace doesn't mean that you are unaffected by the challenges you face. It means that you have the emotional resilience to process those challenges in a way that doesn't destabilize your sense of self or peace of mind. Lastly, inner strength is about being authentic. It's the courage to show up as your true self, to live in alignment with your values, and to pursue your goals without being swayed by the opinions or expectations of others. It's about letting go of the need to please everyone or to fit into societal molds that don't serve you. Inner strength comes from being unapologetically you, trusting that who you are is enough, and that you don't need to conform to external standards to prove your worth. When you embrace your authenticity, you cultivate the confidence and resilience needed to face any challenge, knowing that you are living in alignment with your true self. In conclusion, inner strength is not a static trait, but a dynamic process of personal growth, resilience, and self-mastery. It's the combination of emotional, mental, and physical resilience, responsibility, self-belief, and purpose that allows you to face life with confidence and perseverance. It's forged through your ability to face adversity, trust in yourself, and keep moving forward no matter what obstacles arise. Inner strength is something you cultivate over time through consistent practice, and it's the key to living a fulfilling, empowered life. Chapter 2. Why Nobody Cares. The reality that nobody cares can feel deeply unsettling when first confronted. We are often conditioned to believe that the people around us, our family, friends, colleagues, and even society, will always be there to support us, understand our struggles, and help us through difficult times. However, when we take a closer look, we begin to realize that most people are, at the end of the day, focused on their own lives. They have their own problems, challenges, and goals to manage, and while they may offer support, encouragement, or advice, their ability to truly understand your journey is limited by their own experiences and capacity. The truth is, they have their own priorities, and as much as they might care about you, they cannot prioritize your needs above their own. This isn't to say that others don't care about you in some way, it's just that their level of concern is typically not as deep or long-lasting as you might expect. Life moves fast, and people are often caught up in their own emotional, financial, or professional struggles, making it difficult for them to stay fully immersed in yours. When you come to accept that nobody else is going to invest as much in your life as you do, it frees you from the constant search for validation, empathy, or support from others. You stop feeling disappointed when people don't provide the care or attention you believe you deserve, and you stop expecting others to lift you up when you're down. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering because it forces you to take full responsibility for your own happiness and success. No one is going to push you forward or solve your problems for you. Instead, you must learn to rely on yourself, your inner strength, and your resilience to navigate life's challenges. This realization helps you to stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances or of the people around you. Instead, you begin to take charge of your life and focus on what you can control, knowing that you are the only one who can truly make things happen for yourself. By accepting that others may not care as deeply as you hope, you also become more self-reliant. You stop waiting for someone else to swoop in and rescue you, and instead, you develop the mindset that it's up to you to find your way, solve your problems, and create the life you want. This can initially feel daunting, but over time, you begin to realize that it's actually empowering. When you stop depending on others to fix you or your situation, you free yourself to be the architect of your own life. You learn to trust your instincts, develop your own solutions, and find strength within yourself to keep moving forward. This shift allows you to embrace your independence and no longer feel like you are at the mercy of others' actions or feelings. Another important aspect of this realization is understanding that while others may care about you, their ability to truly help you is often limited by their own biases, experiences, and personal limitations. They may want to offer advice or support, but that advice is often filtered through their perspective, not yours. They may try to fix things for you, but sometimes they don't fully understand what you need or want. In these situations, you can find yourself feeling frustrated or misunderstood, waiting for others to get it. But by recognizing that nobody else has the same level of investment in your life as you do, you start to see that you can't rely on others to provide the exact kind of help you need. It's up to you to be clear about what you need. Seek out the resources that align with your goals and take action accordingly. This realization also highlights the importance of self-validation. When you stop waiting for others to care about your dreams or struggles as much as you do, you shift your focus inward. Instead of seeking constant reassurance from those around you, you learn to validate yourself. You acknowledge your own worth, recognize your own accomplishments, and take pride in the progress you make. Self-validation means recognizing that your value doesn't depend on how much others care or how they perceive you. It's about believing in your own ability to succeed, regardless of external recognition. By shifting your focus to self-validation, you create a stronger foundation for your own growth as you no longer rely on others' approval to feel worthy. Another benefit of realizing that nobody cares as much as you do is that you stop getting bogged down by people-pleasing behaviors. When you are constantly trying to meet the expectations of others, to be liked, or to avoid conflict, you are essentially giving away your power. The more you seek validation or approval from others, the more you distance yourself from your own authentic desires and needs. Once you understand that nobody is going to care about your goals as much as you do, you can stop trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. You start to focus on what you truly want, what aligns with your values, and what brings you fulfillment, instead of constantly trying to gain the approval of those around you. This shift also helps you develop a greater sense of resilience. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, and while others may sympathize or offer advice, the truth is that the only person who will consistently stand by you is yourself. By accepting that nobody else is going to care as much as you do, you strengthen your ability to persevere through difficulties. You become more resourceful, adaptable, and focused on finding solutions rather than waiting for external support. Your ability to overcome obstacles will be shaped by your own inner strength and determination, rather than relying on the whims of others. In this process, you also come to realize the value of building a network of people who align with your goals and values, not just those who are expected to care out of obligation or love. While no one will care about your journey as much as you do, it's still important to surround yourself with people who support and encourage your growth. However, this support is different from seeking validation. It's about finding a community that shares your vision, challenges you to grow, and provides constructive feedback. These relationships should be built on mutual respect and shared values, not on the expectation that they will fix or carry your problems for you. Additionally, realizing that nobody cares about your struggles as much as you do can lead to a sense of empowerment. When you stop waiting for others to care, you stop giving away your power to external forces. You take full control of your life, your decisions, and your future. You no longer waste energy feeling resentful or disappointed by the lack of care or support from others. Instead, you focus on building your own strength, taking decisive actions, and moving forward with a clear sense of purpose. This empowerment allows you to take risks, pursue your dreams, and create a life that is truly your own. Lastly, this realization encourages you to invest in yourself and your growth. You are the only one who will be with you every step of the way, and your success depends on your commitment to your own development. When you stop waiting for others to care, you start focusing on what you can do to improve yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. You take responsibility for your own growth and become your own greatest advocate. By investing in yourself, you build the internal resources needed to face any challenge and achieve your goals. This shift towards self-investment is ultimately what leads to lasting, meaningful change in your life. Chapter 3. Overcoming fear and doubt. Overcoming fear and doubt is essential for anyone seeking to achieve personal growth and success. These two emotions often serve as the most powerful obstacles that stand between us and our dreams, ambitions, and the life we truly want. Fear manifests in many forms: fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of being judged or rejected, and even fear of success. Fear is often rooted in past experiences, societal conditioning, or simply our inherent human nature. It can make us second-guess ourselves, avoid taking risks, or freeze in moments where we should be moving forward. Doubt, on the other hand, is more insidious. It's not always as obvious or as dramatic as fear, but it works quietly in the background, eroding our self-confidence and making us question our abilities. Doubt can make us wonder if we're good enough, whether we have what it takes, or if we deserve to succeed. Both fear and doubt are common human experiences, and to some extent, they are natural. But when allowed to dominate our minds and control our actions, they can keep us stuck in a state of inertia, preventing us from reaching our full potential. The first step in overcoming fear and doubt is acknowledging their existence. Denying that you feel fear or doubt can actually make them more powerful, as it forces you to suppress or ignore them, only giving them more strength in the process. Instead of avoiding these feelings, you need to confront them directly. You can start by accepting that feeling afraid or doubtful does not make you weak. It makes you human. Everyone experiences these emotions at some point, and they are not indicative of your worth or ability. When you recognize that fear and doubt are just temporary emotions, not permanent barriers, you can begin to view them as challenges to overcome, rather than insurmountable obstacles. Once you acknowledge fear and doubt, the next step is to understand their true nature. Fear often stems from the unknown when we don't have control or clarity over a situation. Our minds tend to imagine the worst-case scenario. But the truth is, most of the things we fear never actually happen. What we fear is not the event itself, but the anticipation of the event, and the stories we create in our minds about what might happen. This is where rational thinking becomes crucial. When fear arises, take a moment to assess the situation realistically. Ask yourself, what is the actual threat here? What is the worst thing that could happen? And how likely is it? This shift in perspective helps to reduce the intensity of the fear, allowing you to see it for what it truly is, an emotional response, not a reality. Once you recognize that the fear is often exaggerated by your imagination, you can begin to take steps toward facing it head-on. Doubt, on the other hand, is more about self-perception. It arises when we lack belief in our own abilities or question our worthiness. When you feel doubt, it's important to understand that it doesn't reflect your actual capabilities. Doubt is simply a manifestation of insecurity, often fueled by past failures, negative self-talk, or comparison to others. To overcome doubt, you must build a stronger sense of self-belief. This starts by reframing your thoughts, recognizing that everyone experiences doubt, but that it doesn't define who you are or what you're capable of. Challenge the negative thoughts that fuel your doubt. Instead of asking yourself, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I succeed?" Replacing self-critical thoughts with empowering ones is key to building confidence and silencing the voice of doubt. The real work of overcoming fear and doubt begins with taking action. It's easy to become paralyzed by fear or overwhelmed by self-doubt, but the only way to break free from them is to take consistent, deliberate action. This doesn't mean that you have to tackle your biggest fears all at once. It's about starting small, taking baby steps toward what scares you. Each time you face a fear, even in a small way, you are proving to yourself that you are capable and resilient. This is how you begin to build confidence, by proving to yourself, through your actions, that you can handle discomfort, uncertainty, and challenge. The more you take action, the less power fear and doubt will have over you. Even if you fail or encounter setbacks along the way, those experiences are not evidence of your inadequacy. They are lessons that provide valuable feedback, allowing you to learn, adapt, and keep moving forward. Taking action, no matter how small, disrupts the cycle of fear and doubt, creating momentum that propels you toward your goals. A critical part of overcoming fear and doubt is learning to embrace failure. We often fear failure because we equate it with being unworthy, incapable, or not good enough. However, failure is an essential part of growth and progress. Every successful person has failed countless times, but what sets them apart is their ability to see failure as a stepping stone, not a reflection of their abilities or worth. By reframing failure in this way, you can reduce its power to paralyze you. Rather than fearing it, embrace it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your approach. Each failure teaches you something valuable that can help you improve in the future. Overcoming fear and doubt requires that you let go of the unrealistic expectation of perfection and accept that mistakes are a natural part of the process. This shift in mindset makes it easier to take risks and move forward, knowing that even if you fail, you are still progressing. To truly overcome fear and doubt, you must also cultivate resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going even when things don't go as planned, and to maintain a positive, forward-focused mindset. When fear and doubt arise, resilience allows you to face them head-on and push through, rather than letting them stop you in your tracks. It's important to remind yourself that setbacks are not signs that you're on the wrong path. They're part of the journey. Building resilience involves practicing self-compassion, reminding yourself that it's okay to struggle and that you are not defined by your challenges. Resilience also requires that you develop emotional regulation skills so that fear and doubt don't control your actions. By cultivating resilience, you create a mental and emotional foundation that enables you to navigate difficult situations with greater ease and confidence. Another aspect of overcoming fear and doubt is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you interact with, the environments you spend time in, and the content you consume all play a significant role in shaping your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, criticism, or people who reinforce your fears and doubts, it becomes much harder to overcome them. To combat this, seek out individuals who uplift and encourage you, who believe in your potential, and who inspire you to grow. These people can offer guidance, perspective, and support when fear and doubt threaten to take hold. Additionally, engage with content, whether books, podcasts, or online communities, that fosters a growth mindset and reinforces your belief in yourself. By intentionally creating an environment that nurtures confidence and self-belief, you strengthen your ability to overcome fear and doubt. Developing a deep sense of self-awareness is also crucial in overcoming fear and doubt. Understanding the root causes of your fears and doubts helps you address them more effectively. Often, fear and doubt are tied to past experiences, limiting beliefs, or unresolved emotional wounds. By reflecting on these underlying issues, you can begin to untangle them and replace negative patterns with healthier, more empowering beliefs. Journaling, meditation, or therapy can be powerful tools for gaining insight into your fears and doubts, allowing you to work through them and release their grip on your life. The more self-aware you become, the easier it is to identify when fear and doubt are influencing your decisions, and the quicker you can reframe them and take action. Lastly, overcoming fear and doubt requires patience. It's not a one-time fix, but a continuous process that takes time, practice, and consistency. As you face fears, challenge doubts, and take action, you will experience moments of triumph, but you will also encounter setbacks along the way. The key is to remain committed to the process, knowing that with each step forward, you are building greater confidence and resilience. The more you continue to take action, in spite of fear and doubt, the less power these emotions will have over time. Ultimately, overcoming fear and doubt is about taking ownership of your life, trusting in your own abilities, and refusing to let fear and self-doubt stand in the way of your dreams. Chapter 4. Building mental toughness. Building mental toughness is a process that takes time, discipline, and a deep commitment to personal growth. It goes far beyond the typical notion of being tough or stoic in the face of adversity. It's about developing an internal strength that allows you to keep going despite the inevitable obstacles, failures, and challenges you will face in life. At its core, mental toughness involves cultivating a mindset that doesn't shrink away from discomfort, uncertainty, or difficulty, but instead embraces these experiences as opportunities for growth and development. To truly build mental toughness, you need to change the way you think about challenges. Rather than viewing setbacks as signs of weakness or failure, you begin to see them as essential elements of the journey that provide valuable lessons and the tools needed to grow stronger. This shift in perspective is fundamental because it allows you to approach problems and adversity with a mindset that is focused on solutions and resilience rather than on being overwhelmed by the situation. A crucial part of building mental toughness is the ability to stay focused and disciplined, especially when motivation fades or life becomes chaotic. Motivation is often fleeting. It can come and go based on circumstances, emotions, or external validation. Mental toughness, however, is about developing the ability to push through even when you don't feel motivated. It's about cultivating the discipline to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. This discipline is formed by creating strong habits that align with your goals and by making the choice, every day, to take action toward those goals. Building mental toughness means developing the strength to work through those moments of discomfort, to keep going even when the easy way out seems tempting, and to remain consistent in your actions, regardless of how you feel. It's not about avoiding discomfort, but learning to embrace it, knowing that growth and transformation happen only when we challenge ourselves. Another key component of mental toughness is emotional control. Life can often be unpredictable and difficult, and how we react to those difficulties can determine our success or failure. People who are mentally tough don't let their emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they practice emotional regulation, recognizing when their emotions are getting the best of them, and then consciously deciding to control their responses. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather managing them in a way that allows you to act with clarity, focus, and purpose. Building emotional control is about not letting fear, frustration, anger, or disappointment cause you to make impulsive decisions or lose sight of your long-term goals. It means choosing to respond with composure and determination, regardless of the emotional storm brewing inside of you. This emotional intelligence is key to overcoming setbacks without being derailed by negative emotions or self-doubt. Part of mental toughness involves facing fear and uncertainty head-on. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that hold people back from realizing their potential. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of stepping into the unknown can paralyze us and prevent us from taking action. Mental toughness is developed by learning to confront and move through fear rather than allowing it to dictate your actions. This requires the ability to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks, and to do things that scare you, rather than letting fear control you. Mentally tough individuals recognize that fear is just a signal that they are pushing boundaries and stepping into new territories. They choose to take that fear and use it as fuel to move forward, embracing discomfort as a necessary part of growth. Every time you face fear and push through it, you build more mental toughness and become better equipped to handle future challenges. Another critical element of mental toughness is learning how to handle failure. Everyone fails at some point in their lives, but mentally tough individuals view failure as an opportunity for growth rather than a permanent defeat. They understand that failure isn't a reflection of their worth or potential, but a part of the process of learning and evolving. To build mental toughness, you need to shift your perception of failure. Instead of avoiding it, you need to embrace it as an essential element of progress. Mentally tough people don't let failure define them or prevent them from trying again. Instead, they use failure as feedback to refine their approach, gain new insights, and improve. They understand that the road to success is paved with many failures, and each failure brings them one step closer to reaching their goals. This resilience to failure builds confidence and strengthens the mental fortitude needed to succeed. Resilience plays a huge role in building mental toughness. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from setbacks, adapt to adversity, and keep going despite difficulties. It's the ability to bounce back stronger after challenges and to maintain a positive attitude and clear vision in the face of adversity. Mentally tough people are resilient because they have trained their minds to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles that stand in their way. They don't dwell on mistakes or setbacks, but instead focus on the next step. They understand that each setback is temporary, and that with effort, perseverance, and the right mindset, they will overcome it. Resilience is built over time, often through facing and overcoming smaller challenges, and then applying the lessons learned from those experiences to larger challenges. Mental toughness also involves cultivating patience and long-term thinking. In a world that often prioritizes instant gratification, building mental toughness means learning to focus on the long-term benefits of your actions, rather than seeking short-term rewards. Patience is essential because success and growth don't happen overnight. It takes time, consistent effort, and perseverance. Mentally tough individuals have the ability to delay gratification, stay focused on their ultimate goals, and resist the urge to take shortcuts. They understand that the journey to success is a marathon, not a sprint, and they are willing to do the hard work required, even when it doesn't immediately pay off. This long-term mindset allows them to stay motivated and continue pushing forward, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Another essential aspect of building mental toughness is learning to embrace discomfort and adversity as necessary components of growth. When you're mentally tough, you don't avoid challenges or difficult situations, you face them head-on, because you understand that they are opportunities to improve. Life will inevitably throw curveballs, and while it's tempting to avoid difficult situations, true growth comes from facing adversity. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, the more you train your mind to deal with it. Over time, this builds resilience and mental fortitude, because you've developed the ability to persevere through difficult situations without losing focus or giving up. Embracing discomfort means being willing to endure hard times with the knowledge that these experiences are shaping you into a stronger and more capable person. Self-belief is another cornerstone of mental toughness. To be mentally tough, you must have a deep belief in your ability to succeed, regardless of the challenges you face. Self-doubt and fear can undermine your efforts, so mental toughness requires cultivating a mindset of confidence, even in the face of uncertainty. This belief in yourself is reinforced through consistent effort, overcoming obstacles, and achieving small wins along the way. The more you prove to yourself that you are capable, the stronger your belief in your own abilities becomes. This self-belief is what keeps you going when others might give up. It is the fuel that propels you forward and helps you maintain your focus, even when the path seems uncertain. Lastly, mental toughness requires a focus on personal growth and continuous improvement. Mentally tough individuals are always seeking ways to better themselves, whether that's through learning new skills, seeking out new challenges, or reflecting on their experiences to gain deeper insights. They recognize that mental toughness isn't something that can be achieved overnight. It is something that must be developed and honed through consistent effort, practice, and reflection. Building mental toughness is a lifelong process, one that involves pushing yourself to be better every day, learning from your experiences, and using each challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. Through dedication, patience, and a willingness to face adversity head-on, you gradually become more mentally tough, capable of handling life's challenges with strength and resilience. Chapter 5. The Role of Purpose in Strength. The role of purpose in building inner strength cannot be overstated, as it serves as the foundation that drives every action, decision, and challenge that a person faces. Having a clear and defined sense of purpose acts as a compass, providing direction and guiding you toward your long-term goals. When you have a strong sense of purpose, you are able to align your day-to-day efforts with a larger, more meaningful vision, making it easier to persist even when faced with difficulties. Purpose acts as a filter for decisions when you're unsure about what to do. Having a purpose helps clarify the right course of action because you can measure it against your greater vision. For example, if your purpose is to help others or make a positive impact in the world, every action you take, no matter how small, will be rooted in that higher goal. This clarity makes it easier to remain focused on the bigger picture rather than getting bogged down by short-term setbacks or distractions. When life throws challenges your way, it's easy to feel discouraged or even defeated if you don't have a strong sense of purpose. Without a purpose, every obstacle feels like a roadblock, and it becomes harder to stay motivated when things get tough. But when you have purpose, challenges become part of the journey towards something greater. Purpose provides meaning to every struggle and makes it easier to keep going, because you see that the hardship is necessary for your personal growth or the achievement of your mission. In this sense, purpose acts as a powerful motivator that transcends temporary discomfort or difficulty. It helps you move beyond the immediate pain of a situation and focus on the long-term benefits that will come from persevering through that pain. It shifts the way you perceive challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth that are essential for achieving something meaningful. Purpose also plays a crucial role in resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and having a purpose is key to developing this quality. When you face failure or adversity, it can feel like your efforts have been wasted or that you're not making progress. However, when your actions are connected to a larger purpose, you are less likely to feel defeated. Instead, you view setbacks as learning experiences or necessary steps in the process of reaching your goal. Purpose provides you with the emotional fortitude to keep going, even when results aren't immediate or when the journey feels particularly difficult. Each obstacle, no matter how daunting, becomes a part of a larger narrative that drives you forward, knowing that your purpose will ultimately guide you through the storm. This long-term vision is what allows you to remain resilient in the face of hardship, as you are motivated by the idea that the struggle is temporary and that you are capable of overcoming it for the sake of your greater mission. A powerful sense of purpose also fosters self-discipline, which is essential for achieving any significant goal. It's easy to give in to distractions, procrastination, or the temptation to take the easy way out when you don't have a clear purpose. But when you're connected to something larger than yourself, it becomes easier to stay disciplined and focused. Purpose serves as a constant reminder of why you are doing what you're doing, and this reminder fuels the determination you need to push through when motivation wanes. Discipline becomes less about forcing yourself to stay on track and more about honoring the commitment you've made to your larger vision. Each action you take, no matter how challenging, reinforces your dedication to your purpose, making it easier to build habits that support your long-term goals. The ability to delay gratification and resist immediate pleasures for the sake of achieving your greater purpose is a hallmark of mental strength, and this is nurtured through the clarity and drive that purpose provides. Furthermore, purpose transforms adversity into something meaningful. Life is full of challenges, and often, the hardest part is finding meaning in those challenges. Without purpose, it's easy to become disillusioned or discouraged when things don't go as planned. However, when you have purpose, every setback becomes a part of a larger story or story. The adversity you face is not a random event, but rather a necessary component of your journey. This understanding helps you stay focused and grounded, as you see each difficulty as a building block toward achieving your mission. Purpose gives you the ability to rise above the frustration or hopelessness that often accompanies failure, as you recognize that each difficulty is just one step closer to success. The challenges you encounter become opportunities for growth, learning, and development, rather than obstacles to be avoided. This mindset shift is critical because it allows you to remain focused and strong in the face of adversity, knowing that every hardship is an essential part of your journey toward achieving your purpose. The impact of purpose on mental strength also extends to personal fulfillment. Many people struggle with a sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction in life because they lack a clear sense of purpose. When you are disconnected from a deeper meaning, it can be difficult to find joy or satisfaction in what you do, no matter how successful or accomplished you may appear on the surface. However, when you are deeply connected to your purpose, you experience a sense of fulfillment that transcends external validation. Purpose gives you a reason to wake up every day with enthusiasm, knowing that your actions are aligned with something meaningful. This intrinsic motivation is far more powerful than external rewards or recognition because it comes from within. The sense of purpose nurtures a deep-seated satisfaction and peace, knowing that you are doing what you were meant to do and that your efforts are contributing to a greater cause. This fulfillment strengthens your resolve and fuels your drive to continue pursuing your goals, even when challenges arise. Purpose also helps to eliminate distractions. In a world filled with noise and constant stimulation, it's easy to become distracted or sidetracked from your goals. Without purpose, it's tempting to chase after the latest trends, seek approval from others, or get caught up in short-term pleasures. However, when you are connected to a clear and meaningful purpose, these distractions become less appealing. Purpose acts as a filter that allows you to prioritize what matters most, eliminating the things that don't align with your mission. This clarity helps you stay focused on the actions and decisions that will bring you closer to your goals, and it allows you to say no to the things that don't serve your higher purpose. With purpose, you are less likely to be swayed by external influences or societal pressures, as your decisions are based on your internal values and vision, not on fleeting trends or superficial desires. Purpose also plays a significant role in maintaining mental health and well-being. Having a clear sense of purpose is associated with greater emotional stability, higher levels of happiness, and better physical health. People with a strong sense of purpose tend to have a more positive outlook on life, are better equipped to manage stress, and are more resilient in the face of adversity. Purpose provides a sense of stability and direction, reducing feelings of anxiety, confusion, and depression. When life becomes overwhelming, purpose acts as an anchor, giving you something to hold on to and a reason to keep moving forward. It helps you maintain hope and optimism, even during the darkest times. The sense of fulfillment and meaning that comes from living a purpose-driven life nourishes your mental, emotional, and physical health, enabling you to stay strong and focused as you pursue your goals. Finally, purpose provides the strength to push through limitations. As human beings, we all have limitations, whether physical, mental, or emotional, that can make achieving our goals feel daunting. However, purpose has the power to push us beyond these limitations. When you are deeply connected to something larger than yourself, the limitations you once thought were insurmountable begin to fade in importance. Your purpose becomes a source of motivation that propels you beyond what you thought was possible. Purpose helps you tap into your inner strength, enabling you to perform at higher levels and endure greater challenges. When your purpose is strong enough, it can make you feel invincible, allowing you to overcome obstacles that once seemed too difficult to face. The power of purpose lies in its ability to elevate you beyond your perceived limitations, helping you achieve what you once thought was out of reach. In sum, purpose is a fundamental pillar of inner strength. It provides motivation, direction, resilience, and fulfillment, enabling you to overcome obstacles, stay focused, and persevere through adversity. Purpose aligns your actions with your values, helps you prioritize your goals, and gives meaning to every challenge you face. It transforms setbacks into opportunities for growth and provides the emotional and mental strength needed to keep going, even when the road ahead seems difficult. Ultimately, purpose is the driving force that empowers you to live a meaningful and fulfilling life, making you stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to navigate the complexities of life. Chapter 6. Habits of the mentally strong. The habits of the mentally strong are built upon intentional actions and mindsets that foster growth, resilience, and unwavering focus, allowing individuals to thrive despite life's challenges. These habits are not just random behaviors, but cultivated practices that reinforce mental and emotional fortitude over time. One of the most critical habits of mentally strong individuals is their ability to maintain a positive mindset. They understand that their thoughts have a profound influence on their experiences and outcomes, so they consistently work to control their thoughts, turning negative or limiting beliefs into empowering ones. When faced with difficulties, mentally strong people don't allow themselves to spiral into pessimism. Instead, they challenge negative self-talk and shift their perspective to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. This positive outlook is not about ignoring the reality of challenges, but about finding the strength to move forward with optimism and resilience. They are masters at reframing problems and seeking solutions rather than dwelling on what went wrong, helping them stay grounded in their mission and clear on their goals. They recognize that maintaining a positive mindset doesn't just influence their personal well-being, but also impacts the way they interact with the world around them, helping them build stronger relationships and foster an environment of support and growth. Another habit of the mentally strong is their ability to regulate their emotions effectively. Life is filled with moments of frustration, disappointment, or stress, but mentally tough individuals do not let these emotions hijack their decision-making or cloud their judgment. They practice emotional intelligence, which involves recognizing and naming their emotions without letting them dictate their behavior. Instead of reacting impulsively when they feel angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed, they pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully. This ability to stay calm and composed, even in high-pressure situations, is a critical aspect of mental strength. They understand that emotions are a natural part of being human, but are not the sole drivers of their actions. By choosing how to respond, they can remain focused on their long-term goals and avoid getting sidetracked by short-term emotional fluctuations. This emotional regulation enhances their resilience because it enables them to maintain clarity, even during challenging or emotionally charged moments. Through mindfulness techniques, journaling, or meditation, mentally strong people continually practice recognizing their emotional states and taking proactive steps to manage them effectively. Self-discipline is another cornerstone habit of mentally strong individuals. Mental strength isn't about avoiding discomfort, but about having the discipline to push through it. Mentally strong people understand that motivation can come and go, but discipline is what keeps them moving forward when motivation wanes. They build routines and structures in their lives that support their success, ensuring that they consistently take action toward their goals. This discipline often requires saying no to short-term pleasures or distractions and prioritizing long-term success. For example, someone with a goal of improving their physical health might pass up the temptation to indulge in unhealthy foods or skip workouts in favor of staying aligned with their long-term health objectives. Mentally strong people understand the importance of consistency and effort over time, realizing that success isn't built on one large act, but on many small, disciplined actions that compound into significant results. Whether it's sticking to a daily routine, following through on commitments, or staying on track even when distractions arise, self-discipline allows them to stay aligned with their goals and values. Another essential habit of the mentally strong is seeking out discomfort and challenges. They embrace the idea that growth happens when they step outside their comfort zones. Rather than avoiding difficult situations or shying away from challenges, they actively seek them out because they understand that these moments are where they build strength and resilience. Whether it's taking on a difficult project at work, speaking in public despite their fear, or trying something new that feels intimidating, mentally strong people push through their discomfort because they recognize that the only way to expand their capabilities is to challenge themselves. This habit of embracing discomfort allows them to develop resilience, as they learn to cope with the discomfort that naturally comes with pursuing ambitious goals. Over time, the more they face challenges, the more confident they become in their ability to handle whatever life throws at them. By consistently seeking discomfort, they become more adaptable and equipped to deal with future obstacles with greater ease and confidence. Gratitude is another important habit that mentally strong individuals cultivate. Despite facing adversity, they maintain a deep sense of gratitude for what they have, whether it's their health, relationships, or opportunities. Practicing gratitude helps them shift their focus from what is lacking or wrong in their lives to what is already present and abundant. Mentally strong people understand that gratitude is a powerful tool for enhancing their well-being and fortifying their resilience. By taking the time each day to reflect on the things they are thankful for, they can foster a sense of contentment and joy, regardless of external circumstances. This habit not only boosts their emotional health, but also helps them stay grounded during challenging times. When faced with difficulty, their gratitude practices help them maintain perspective, reminding them that even in hardship, there are things to appreciate and lessons to learn. Gratitude fosters a positive mindset that helps them move forward with hope and clarity. Regular self-reflection is another habit that contributes to mental strength. Mentally tough individuals take the time to reflect on their actions, behaviors, and experiences, regularly evaluating whether they are aligned with their values and goals. This self-reflection helps them learn from their mistakes, identify areas for improvement, and continuously grow. They are not afraid to look inward and examine their own flaws, because they understand that growth requires honesty and self-awareness. Through journaling, meditation, or quiet contemplation, they assess how their actions align with their long-term goals, and they make adjustments as needed. By engaging in this regular self-reflection, mentally strong people keep themselves on track and avoid falling into complacency. They are constantly seeking ways to evolve, improve, and refine their approach, which helps them remain flexible and open to new opportunities for growth. Setting clear boundaries is another vital habit of mentally strong individuals. They understand the importance of protecting their time, energy, and emotional well-being. Mentally tough people know when to say no and prioritize their commitments in a way that supports their mental and emotional health. This ability to set boundaries helps them avoid being overwhelmed by external pressures or people who drain their energy. Whether it's declining an invitation, setting limits on work hours, or maintaining a healthy distance from toxic relationships, mentally strong people make conscious choices about how they allocate their time and energy. These boundaries are not about being selfish or rigid, but about creating the space necessary to focus on what truly matters. This habit of saying no allows them to protect their mental well-being, stay focused on their long-term goals, and ensure that they are not overcommitting to activities or people that do not contribute to their growth. Mentally strong individuals also cultivate habits that support physical health, understanding that mental toughness is closely tied to physical well-being. Regular exercise, good nutrition, and adequate sleep are non-negotiable aspects of their routines, because they know that a healthy body supports a healthy mind. Physical fitness contributes to their ability to handle stress, maintain energy, and stay focused. They prioritize their physical health because they recognize that mental strength is not just about emotional or psychological resilience, but also about maintaining the vitality needed to endure life's challenges. This holistic approach to well-being ensures that mentally strong individuals are physically equipped to handle the demands of their mental and emotional journeys. Finally, the habit of continuous learning is a key trait of the mentally strong. They are committed to lifelong learning and constantly seek new knowledge, skills, and experiences that can help them grow. Whether through formal education, reading, workshops, or seeking out mentors, mentally strong individuals are always looking for ways to expand their horizons and enhance their capabilities. This habit of continuous growth ensures that they remain adaptable, innovative, and resilient in the face of change. It also prevents them from becoming complacent, as they recognize that in order to achieve their goals and face future challenges, they must be prepared with the knowledge and skills to navigate whatever comes their way. In summary, the habits of the mentally strong are a combination of intentional practices that foster resilience, focus, emotional regulation, and long-term success. By maintaining a positive mindset, embracing discomfort, practicing gratitude, setting boundaries, and committing to self-reflection, they are able to cultivate the inner strength needed to thrive. These habits work together to create a lifestyle that supports mental and emotional well-being, empowering individuals to face challenges with determination, clarity, and purpose. Through consistency and dedication, these habits become second nature, allowing mentally strong individuals to navigate life with confidence and strength. Chapter 7. Turning adversity into advantage. Turning adversity into advantage involves a profound shift in how one perceives and reacts to life's inevitable challenges. Rather than seeing adversity as an insurmountable barrier, mentally strong individuals approach it as an essential part of the journey toward growth and achievement. They understand that life is not without obstacles, and it is often through facing adversity that they discover their true potential and develop skills that will serve them in the future. These individuals have a deep belief that their response to challenges is what ultimately shapes their success, not the challenges themselves. They know that adversity, whether in the form of personal loss, failure, or unexpected difficulties, can be a powerful teacher, offering lessons that are critical for personal and professional development. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or feeling victimized, They focus on what can be learned from the situation. They ask themselves key questions. What can I do differently next time? How can I use this experience to grow? By reframing their view of adversity, mentally strong individuals transform it into a catalyst for positive change. They know that setbacks are not permanent. They are simply part of a larger process that will eventually lead to progress. One key aspect of turning adversity into advantage is the ability to adapt and innovate when things don't go as planned. Mentally strong individuals understand that adversity forces them to think outside the box and to become more creative in problem solving. When faced with an unexpected challenge, they don't immediately fall into panic or frustration. Instead, they remain calm and look for alternative solutions. This ability to innovate comes from the belief that no challenge is ever truly insurmountable. It's just a matter of finding a new way to approach it, whether it's a career setback, a personal hardship, or a failure in a goal. Mentally strong people look at the problem from different angles, searching for the silver lining, and developing a plan that takes into account the lessons learned from the experience. They know that innovation often arises from necessity, and that adversity can spark creativity in ways that success cannot. This mindset allows them to use difficult situations as opportunities to refine their approach, sharpen their skills, and become more resourceful, which ultimately strengthens their ability to handle future challenges. Furthermore, mentally strong individuals understand that adversity often brings out hidden strengths and forces them to tap into abilities they didn't even know they had. When life is easy, it's easy to coast and avoid pushing the boundaries of one's comfort zone. But when faced with adversity, individuals are forced to dig deeper and tap into reserves of mental and emotional strength they may not have realized existed. They might find themselves becoming more determined, resourceful, and resilient in the face of adversity, qualities that were dormant during times of ease. These individuals thrive under pressure because they have learned that they are capable of much more than they initially thought. Every obstacle they overcome builds their confidence, reinforces their belief in their abilities, and helps them understand that they are capable of enduring and thriving despite difficult circumstances. The ability to find strength in adversity allows them to emerge from difficult situations stronger than before, knowing that each challenge is simply a reminder of their inner power and resilience. In addition to emotional growth, adversity also teaches practical life skills that mentally strong individuals carry with them throughout their lives. For example, facing a financial setback or a professional failure often results in the development of better time management, financial planning, and decision-making skills. Mentally strong people use adversity to sharpen their practical abilities, making them better prepared for future challenges. The lessons learned from these experiences become valuable assets that they carry with them, allowing them to face similar challenges in the future with greater skill and expertise. They recognize that adversity is a great teacher of both practical and emotional intelligence, and by learning from it, they are better equipped to handle whatever comes their way. This process of continual learning from adversity helps them become more adaptable and agile, which are crucial traits in a world that is constantly changing and full of unexpected events. Another powerful element in turning adversity into advantage is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, and it is one of the most important qualities that mentally strong individuals develop. Resilience doesn't mean that they don't feel the pain of failure or difficulty, but rather that they have the capacity to recover quickly and keep moving forward. They have a deep belief that failure is not the end of the road, but just a temporary setback that can be used as a stepping stone for growth. Every time they face adversity, they build their resilience muscles. It's like a muscle that gets stronger the more it is exercised. The more adversity they face and overcome, the more resilient they become, making them even better equipped to handle the next challenge. This resilience allows them to remain optimistic, focused, and determined, even when things seem impossible. Mentally strong people do not allow themselves to stay stuck in disappointment or frustration for long, because they know that to overcome adversity, They must continue moving forward with hope and perseverance. Mentally strong individuals also cultivate a sense of gratitude during difficult times. While it may seem counterintuitive to be grateful during adversity, this habit is a game changer. They understand that even in the most difficult situations, there are things to be thankful for, whether it's the lessons learned, the growth achieved, or the support they've received from others. Practicing gratitude during tough times helps them maintain perspective and avoid becoming consumed by negativity. It also shifts their focus from what is lacking to what they still have, which helps them remain grounded and optimistic, no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem. Gratitude doesn't diminish the reality of the challenge, but provides a sense of balance and reminds them that there is always something to appreciate, even in adversity. This mindset helps mentally strong people turn adversity into an opportunity for personal growth and fulfillment, as they recognize that hardships can teach them valuable lessons and deepen their appreciation for life's blessings. Adversity also fosters self-reflection, which is crucial for turning challenges into advantages. When faced with difficulties, mentally strong individuals take the time to reflect on what went wrong, what they could have done differently, and what they learned from the experience. This process of reflection helps them extract meaning from adversity, turning painful experiences into powerful lessons. Instead of viewing failure as something to avoid or something that defines them, they view it as an opportunity to learn, evolve, and refine their approach. Self-reflection enables them to adjust their mindset, behavior, and actions so that they are better equipped to handle future challenges. This habit of reflection helps them avoid repeating the same mistakes, ensuring that they grow stronger and wiser with each experience of adversity. Mentally strong people also practice perseverance, understanding that success is often a result of continuous effort, despite setbacks. When adversity strikes, they don't give up or quit. Instead, they view each challenge as an opportunity to test their resolve and increase their endurance. They push through obstacles with patience and persistence, knowing that the most rewarding successes often come through enduring significant difficulties. This perseverance is fueled by the belief that every obstacle they overcome makes them stronger and more capable of achieving their ultimate goals. They remain focused on the long-term rewards, knowing that the temporary discomfort of adversity is worth the eventual success and fulfillment that comes with overcoming it. Turning adversity into advantage also requires a strong sense of purpose. Those who are mentally strong know that their purpose gives them direction and meaning. Even in the darkest times, when facing hardship, they use their purpose as a guide to stay focused and motivated. Their purpose acts as a reminder of why they started in the first place, which helps them maintain hope and stay committed to their goals. They know that adversity can either derail them or help them grow stronger in their pursuit of their purpose, and they choose to use it as fuel to keep moving forward. Finally, turning adversity into advantage often involves helping others who are facing similar challenges. Mentally strong individuals understand that adversity doesn't just impact them personally, it can affect those around them. By sharing their experiences and offering support to others, they turn their own struggles into a source of strength for others. Helping others face their own adversity creates a sense of solidarity and shared experience, turning challenges into a collective opportunity for growth. In doing so, they not only transform their own lives, but also make a positive impact on the lives of others, turning adversity into a source of connection and empowerment for everyone involved. In sum, turning adversity into advantage is about shifting one's mindset from seeing challenges as roadblocks to seeing them as opportunities for growth, innovation, and resilience. It requires reframing failure, embracing discomfort, and using setbacks as stepping stones to greater success. Through perseverance, gratitude, self-reflection, and a sense of purpose, mentally strong individuals are able to transform the most difficult situations into powerful catalysts for change and achievement. This ability to turn adversity into advantage is a hallmark of mental strength and a key factor in achieving lasting success. Chapter 8. Living authentically. Living authentically goes beyond simply expressing one's thoughts and feelings. It is about fully aligning your external actions with your internal values and beliefs. It means acknowledging who you are at your core, without trying to fit into predefined molds or play roles that don't resonate with your true self. Authenticity involves peeling back the layers of societal conditioning, fear of judgment, and the pressure to conform in order to connect with your genuine self. In doing so, you not only experience freedom from the expectations of others, but also unlock the power to make choices that resonate deeply with your own sense of purpose and direction. It requires a strong sense of self-awareness, where you are conscious of your emotions, values, goals, and limitations, and are willing to fully accept and embrace these elements, regardless of whether they align with others' expectations. Living authentically means acknowledging and accepting your imperfections, understanding that being human involves contradictions and challenges, and recognizing that there is strength in vulnerability. It's about being brave enough to express your true feelings and thoughts, even if doing so might invite discomfort or resistance. Authenticity requires a deep inner trust, where you rely on your own intuition and wisdom rather than constantly seeking external approval or validation. For many people, the journey to authenticity requires shedding layers of self-doubt and fear of rejection. We are often conditioned to seek acceptance, to please others, or to conform to societal standards, and it can feel challenging to break away from these ingrained patterns. However, when you live authentically, you realize that the need for approval from others fades in importance. This doesn't mean you become indifferent to others, but rather, you prioritize your own well-being, goals, and values over the fleeting opinions or judgments of those around you. It is about understanding that true fulfillment comes from within, and that embracing your authentic self is the only way to experience genuine peace and happiness. For those who are willing to embark on the path to authenticity, it's not about perfection or having everything figured out. It's about being true to who you are, embracing the full spectrum of your human experience, and allowing your true self to shine without fear or shame. Living authentically is also closely linked to setting boundaries. When you live authentically, you develop the strength and confidence to say no when something doesn't align with your values or when it threatens your well-being. You stop trying to please everyone and learn to honor your own needs and desires. This means not compromising your principles for the sake of convenience or approval. Instead, you stand firm in your beliefs and make decisions based on what feels right for you, not what others expect of you. As you set these boundaries, you become less susceptible to external pressures, and your decisions and actions become more deliberate and intentional. Living authentically allows you to honor your own emotional and mental health, and it helps you create an environment where you can flourish without sacrificing your true self for others' comfort or desires. Another key aspect of living authentically is embracing self-compassion and letting go of self-judgment. Many people struggle with accepting themselves as they are, believing that they must constantly strive to meet external expectations or be better in order to be worthy. However, when you live authentically, you accept yourself, flaws and all, and understand that imperfection is part of the human experience. This acceptance doesn't mean complacency or settling for mediocrity. Rather, it means recognizing that your worth is not dependent on perfection or external validation. Self-compassion allows you to make mistakes without harshly criticizing yourself and to learn from those mistakes without the burden of guilt or shame. It gives you the freedom to evolve and grow at your own pace, knowing that authenticity isn't about meeting an idealized image of perfection, but about embracing your uniqueness and your journey. In addition to internal acceptance, living authentically fosters deeper, more meaningful connections with others. When you present yourself as you truly are, free from pretense and masks, you invite others to do the same. Authenticity in relationships creates an environment of trust, vulnerability, and mutual respect, as you are not afraid to show your true self, including your fears, desires, and struggles. People are drawn to authenticity because it's real, and they feel a sense of connection when they witness someone being honest about who they are. This openness leads to stronger bonds, as relationships are based on truth rather than on superficial appearances or forced interactions. In contrast, when people hide behind masks or play roles to fit in, relationships can feel shallow, disconnected, or inauthentic. By living authentically, you create space for real connection, where both parties are free to be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. Living authentically also requires embracing courage. It takes courage to be vulnerable and to stand firm in your true self, especially when society often rewards conformity and suppression of individuality. There will be times when you feel vulnerable or exposed, but authenticity demands the courage to keep showing up as your real self, even in the face of adversity or fear. This courage is empowering, as it allows you to live in alignment with your purpose and values, regardless of the challenges or risks that may come your way. It's about choosing authenticity over fear, knowing that the rewards of living true to yourself far outweigh the temporary discomfort that might arise from being real. This courage allows you to take risks in your personal and professional life, to make choices that reflect your true desires, and to follow paths that align with your deepest values, even when those paths are not the easiest or most conventional. Another key element of living authentically is the willingness to let go of the need for perfection. People often feel that they must be flawless in order to be accepted or valued, but living authentically requires letting go of that unrealistic expectation. Perfectionism can be paralyzing, preventing people from taking action or fully embracing who they are. When you live authentically, you release the need to constantly measure up to an ideal, accepting that mistakes, failures, and imperfections are part of the process. You understand that authenticity isn't about being flawless. It's about being real, honest, and true to yourself, even in the face of imperfection. This acceptance of imperfection gives you the freedom to experiment, to fail, and to grow without the weight of unrealistic standards holding you back. It allows you to be proud of who you are, regardless of how others might view you or what societal standards may dictate. Living authentically also requires letting go of comparison. In a world where social media and external pressures constantly promote comparisons, living authentically means resisting the temptation to measure your worth against others. Instead, you focus on your own journey and embrace your uniqueness. You recognize that everyone's path is different, and that authenticity is about embracing your own individuality without comparing yourself to the successes or failures of others. This shift in mindset allows you to focus on your own growth and fulfillment, rather than constantly striving to live up to external standards or chasing after someone else's version of success. It encourages you to celebrate your own achievements and honor your own progress, knowing that your journey is just as valuable and meaningful as anyone else's. Living authentically also creates a deeper sense of purpose. When you are aligned with your true self, you are more likely to pursue goals and dreams that reflect your passions and values. You are no longer driven by external validation or societal expectations, but by your own internal compass. This sense of purpose gives you direction and motivation, as you know that you are working towards something that truly matters to you. Authenticity enables you to live with intention, making choices that are in harmony with your values and aligning your actions with your deeper sense of purpose. This alignment leads to greater fulfillment, as your life becomes a reflection of who you truly are, rather than a reflection of what others think you should be or do. Lastly, living authentically requires a continual process of self-discovery and growth. It's not a destination, but an ongoing journey of exploring and understanding who you are. As you continue to evolve, your sense of authenticity deepens, as you learn more about yourself, your desires, and your purpose. Living authentically means embracing this process of discovery and allowing yourself to change, grow, and adapt as you move through different stages of life. It's about being open to new experiences and insights without losing sight of your core values. Through this process, you become more confident in your authenticity, more comfortable with your true self, and more able to live a life that is deeply aligned with who you are. In essence, living authentically is about embracing who you are without apology, being true to yourself regardless of external pressures, and creating a life that reflects your values, beliefs, and desires. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to accept imperfection. It fosters deeper relationships, greater peace, and a sense of fulfillment that comes from being unapologetically yourself. Through authenticity, you unlock the power to live a life that is not only true to yourself, but also deeply meaningful and fulfilling. Conclusion. In conclusion, the process of uncovering and harnessing inner strength is not a singular moment of realization, but a continuous journey of self-exploration, growth, and resilience. It starts with the recognition that, while the world may often seem indifferent to our struggles, this is not a reason to feel defeated or invisible. Instead, this realization shifts our focus away from waiting for external validation or sympathy and towards developing our own internal resources. When we stop seeking validation from others and begin focusing on ourselves, we tap into an incredible reservoir of strength that lies within each of us. This internal shift allows us to face life's uncertainties, challenges, and hardships without relying on others to provide the emotional support or solutions we desire. We learn to trust our own abilities to navigate obstacles, turning what might seem like setbacks into opportunities for growth. Embracing this mindset of self-reliance allows us to cultivate greater resilience, a mental toughness that comes not from avoiding or denying challenges, but from accepting them as part of our path and using them to build character. As we embrace the truth that nobody truly cares in the way we expect, we begin to understand that the weight of our experiences doesn't have to define us or dictate how we respond to the world. This shift allows us to confront our fears and doubts head-on, without letting them control or limit us. Overcoming fear is not about eliminating it, but about learning how to coexist with it, taking action despite the uncertainty it may cause. It's about acknowledging our vulnerabilities and embracing them as part of who we are rather than something to hide. This understanding of our own fears and weaknesses becomes a powerful tool in building mental toughness, allowing us to move forward even when the path ahead seems unclear. We don't need the reassurance of others to validate our choices or decisions. Instead, we learn to trust ourselves, knowing that even if we falter, we have the strength to rise again. In the process of discovering inner strength, purpose plays a critical role. It is our purpose that serves as a guiding force, anchoring us when the world around us feels chaotic or unpredictable. A clear sense of purpose helps us make decisions that align with our deepest values and desires, rather than being swayed by external pressures or fleeting distractions. This clarity of purpose drives us to take consistent action, even when the road is difficult or when the outcome is uncertain. The strength we build through our actions and the pursuit of our purpose becomes a foundation for living authentically without the need to conform to the expectations of others. Instead of chasing after societal measures of success or approval, we begin to define success on our own terms, rooted in what truly matters to us. This journey to mental and emotional strength is built on the small but powerful habits that shape how we think, behave, and respond to challenges. Habits such as self-discipline, daily gratitude practices, and perseverance create a framework for success that extends beyond fleeting motivation. These habits help us maintain focus on our goals and navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Through repetition, they become ingrained in our daily lives, making it easier to stay grounded and resilient in the face of adversity. By committing to these positive habits, we create a structure that supports our long-term growth, ensuring that we have the strength and tools to face life's inevitable challenges with confidence and grace. The strength we build through these habits allows us to move forward, even when others might doubt our abilities, knowing that the power to succeed is within ourselves. Living authentically is one of the greatest indicators of inner strength. When we shed the layers of pretense and stop trying to live up to others' expectations, we give ourselves the permission to be true to our own values, beliefs, and desires. Authenticity is not about perfection, but about embracing our true selves, flaws and all. In doing so, We stop wasting energy trying to conform to external standards and focus on creating a life that aligns with who we truly are. The more authentically we live, the stronger we become, because we are no longer afraid of judgment or rejection. We begin to act in ways that are true to ourselves, and this authenticity leads to deeper, more meaningful connections with others. When we are authentic, we invite others to do the same, creating relationships that are based on mutual respect, trust, and vulnerability. Living authentically also means embracing adversity as an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing life's challenges as obstacles or setbacks, we begin to view them as essential parts of our personal evolution. Every struggle becomes an opportunity to learn more about ourselves, to discover new strengths, and to build resilience. This perspective change doesn't diminish the difficulty of life's challenges, but transforms how we approach them. Rather than shrinking in fear or retreating in shame, we face challenges head-on, knowing that they hold valuable lessons that will shape our character and strengthen our resolve. In this way, adversity becomes a powerful tool for personal transformation, as it forces us to stretch beyond our comfort zones and develop a deeper sense of inner strength. Ultimately, the power to live a life of purpose and fulfillment lies within us. The conclusion of this journey is the realization that we are not waiting for external circumstances or the approval of others to create the life we desire. Instead, we take responsibility for our own growth, our own happiness, and our own future. We understand that the only approval we need is our own, and the only validation that matters comes from within. Through this realization, we are liberated from the constraints of seeking approval or living by someone else's standards. We begin to create a life that is true to who we are, focused on what matters most to us. This clarity and self-assurance empower us to take bold action, pursue our dreams, and face challenges with confidence, knowing that the inner strength we have cultivated is more than enough to carry us forward. In the end, the journey of building inner strength is a process of continuous self-discovery and evolution. It is about understanding that life will never be free of obstacles, but that our ability to navigate these obstacles with resilience, courage, and authenticity is what defines our success. By focusing on our internal growth, embracing our purpose, and living authentically, we create a life that is not only fulfilling, but also deeply meaningful. The strength we cultivate along the way becomes the foundation for a life that is truly our own, one that reflects our deepest desires, values, and potential. It is through this process of personal empowerment that we unlock the fullest expression of who we are meant to be.